Why is a cross-functional team important for marketing, and how do you build one? In part one, I covered the idea of why it's important to build a cross-functional marketing team. Here in part two, I'll share a few simple points on how to start building one. Obviously, the details will vary from one organization to another, but these few points will help you. You first need to figure out who needs to be part of the team. Start by reflecting on the definition of the marketing effort. And because it's so fundamental, I'll repeat it here. The marketing effort is finding out what people want, creating goods and services to satisfy them, and delivering them at a profit that's agreeable to you. So you start with that in mind, and then you ask yourself questions like this. Who in your organization hears the voice of the customer, and who sees what they see? Who has a critical role in developing the goods and services to satisfy their needs? And who manages the production of those goods and services? Also remember this, profit is the final intended result. So finance and accounting should be involved in some way. They can predict the profit story on the front end and later tell what happened and why. Their reporting and guidance brings valuable insight to the table. Once you figure out who is on the team, you need to figure out how and where and when to meet. The question of how often to meet might not really be answered with a single regular interval. But I think the cross-functional team needs to be involved in developing the brand and in new initiatives. Here's what I mean. When I work with clients on their brand, one of the things we discussed is what makes them different, better, and more attractive than their competitors. We're asking what promise can we make and consistently keep. Because the entire organization is involved in keeping that promise, they need to be involved in creating that promise, or at least be very aware of it. The same is true with new initiatives. It's an opportune time for your cross-functional team to meet and make sure that everyone is on the same page and everything is being considered with respect to profitability and delivering services to satisfy people. Finally, I like to see teams review reports and celebrate success together. Again, the interval depends on your organization and how often those members might otherwise meet for other purposes. So those are some simple points about the importance of cross-functional teams and how you build one. I think you know instinctively that high-functioning teams are critical for your success. And I get excited when I think about people taking action on this kind of thing. My challenge to you is to start today by determining who those key people should be. Well, I'm Steve Smart, and I hope that helps you.